Okay. So I'm content to believe that YouTube is trying to raise my blood pressure to an abnormal amount. It seems like they're just trying to really get me to blow a fucking fuse. So, following my last video about the defects that these natalists bring upon their children, I'm scrolling through YouTube and there is this video almost at the top bar of my feed, and it's from the channel Born Different. Now, if you know what this channel is about, it is about all of these various birth defects that people have and that they are born with, and they showcase all of them. And this one in this video was particularly horrible. This boy, I forget the age, he had multiple growths all over his face, to the point where you couldn't recognize that he had a face. It was as if he was walking around with tentacles of flesh hanging off from where his face should be. There is no distinguishable feature that would even appear to be a face. This child looks like a monster. And I don't say that in a way that is offensive to the child or that is hurtful. I say it because if you go and look at that video, you will see it for itself. The title is Mom Tries to Get Treatment for Her Son's Tumors. And it's on this channel called Born Different. That it looks unhuman. The amount of deformity that child has. And I just figured I would read through the comments, and I shoot myself in the goddamn foot every time I read the comments because it just pisses me off even further. And you always get the mindless drones of humanity. You get these fucking delusional people. Oh, I'm going to pray for him. Oh, I'm going to pray. I'm going to ask God. God bless this. God bless that. God help it. God fucking damn it. I mean, you just the amount of stupidity. If the goddamn God couldn't do anything to prevent that child from being born that way, and he's supposedly all knowing, what makes you think he's going to listen to you beg him to heal him? He hasn't done it yet. He hasn't fixed that boy's condition yet. It's up to the doctors. And the parent can't even afford to be able to get the kid the surgery that he needs. Shouldn't even have to pay for it. But here we are. Pray to God. Ask God to help. It's quite obvious to me that God hasn't taken interest in that little boy's case or the case of any other people who have similar defects that way. Where, where is God in the equation when this shit happens every single day around the clock? Beg God for help when he has the power supposedly to intervene before the shit even happens and doesn't. The bell hasn't clicked yet that there is something wrong with your God, with your religion. It hasn't clicked yet. You fucking imbeciles. It's disgusting to me. It's disgusting. Real human suffering happening on this planet every single fucking day. And you try to get people to understand this shit needs to stop. And they don't want to stop it. They want to sit and hold to their fucking God delusion that God is good and going to help them. Well, quite contrary to that, that hasn't been the case, has it? Your God hasn't done shit to make the world a better place, to heal people who have defects, to heal that little boy who literally has no face. And he allows people to live that way for years in suffering and agony and bitter torment. And you want to talk about, I'm going to pray. You want to talk about, I'll ask God for help. You fucking moron. Yeah, I know that it comes from a place of sincerity where you probably do think that your prayers matter. But God damn it, open your eyes and look at the damn world that you live in. For fuck's sake. All the suffering happening. All the horrific shit happening. Billions of prayers go up to God every single day. And what has it gotten you? What has it gotten humanity? Nothing. Nothing. More suffering, as a matter of fact. More suffering. And people still don't understand why I'm so adamant, why I care so much. Because of shit like this. To see that boy in that condition, it filled me with an instant sadness, with an instant hatred. That life is like this. It shouldn't even fucking exist, but it's like this. And you have this throngs of massive humanity stuck under some fucking trance, believing that there is a God who loves them and is going to make everything okay. And they have zero fucking proof for it. Every time there is a tragedy, every time there is some serious suffering, they just pass it off. Oh, God. Yeah, let's just say God. You know, God this, God fucking that. Read in the comments, and I go down, and there were some people, very few, who at least had the dignity to talk about, or to mention rather, well, obviously God hasn't been doing anything for this boy, and I concur entirely. I mean, it's quite obvious. But then you have people respond to that, and just to look at the sheer stupidity that comes out of these fucking morons enrages me with the almost inhuman hatred. This one idiot post, well, you know, the people who suffer the most, they'll get the most reward in heaven. What the fuck? Are you fucking stupid? That's the reasoning? That's what's going to make it all better? Oh, when you die, you get heaven? I mean, just what the fuck, man? Seriously. I'm just so fucking tired of this goddamn world. It makes no goddamn sense. It makes no sense. This shit is so fucked up, it's beyond imagination. You couldn't pay the horror writers to produce something as terrifying as life. I swear to God. You can't do it. There is nothing that I can possibly imagine that is more horrific than life and its unpredictability. The shit is insane. How much can go wrong in such a little time? There is no mercy, not even for children, not for the elderly, not for the weak, not for the sick. There is no mercy. It's just constant fucking suffering day in and day out all over this planet. And people have the audacity to question antinatalism. They have the audacity to look at us like we're the problem. Fuck you people. You fucking devils. The reason that all this suffering is in the world and continues is because people like you who want to keep it going. Because you're too fucking stupid to realize we ought to put an end to this shit. What the fuck? Humans, billions of them think like this. Surrounded by them. It's like being in a fucking place infested with fucking brainless zombies. every single day. They all talk alike. They all have the same shit reasoning. They all have this stupid fucking idea that God is good and going to help them and that life is worth it no matter what. It's like you're on a goddamn insane asylum, this planet. And it gets worse every single year, no matter what tragedy happens, no matter what amount of suffering takes place. You got the fucking religious morons thinking that, oh, this is just fine. Yeah, God is still good. God's what? God, 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 God. Ugh. Ugh. Repulsive. Repulsive. Absolutely repulsive. I hate fucking humanity. I wish I could snap my goddamn fingers and get the fuck off this planet. I really hate this planet. It just, that pissed me off so bad seeing that. I mean, yeah, you know, you people, go ahead and watch the video. Go ahead and watch it. Look at it for yourself, and you'll understand why I feel the rage I feel. It is on the channel Born Different. And again, it's under the header of Mom tries to find a cure for her treatment for her son's tumors or something like that. If you're trying to figure out why I'm so angry, why I'm so upset, just go ahead and watch the video for yourself. Go ahead and watch it. Go ahead. Look at what you see. And then remember that that boy's case is happening to someone else in this world. And horrific cases like it are happening all the time in this world. And you keep in mind when you see these things that billions of lost, zombified humans think there is nothing wrong with it and that life is just a-okay and that everything's perfectly fine under the sky. This is the planet you live on. Those of us anti-natalist, ethicist, we are really a minority among a throng of zombies. Thoughtless humans. They don't have empathy. They don't have real compassion. They love suffering. They enforce suffering. They give suffering to their children and don't care. They justify it. And this is the shit we're surrounded with. And then people have the audacity to ask why we're so pessimistic, quote unquote. So fucking dumb, man.